I don't think that's a good idea.
We're going to take the edge off somehow, right?
Chairs at cage of food?
For him, they can sit on the floor.
You haven't even started drinking yet.
Well, believe me, I intend to. You should as well. Enjoy it.
Enjoy what?
Oh, of course, how insensitive of me.
It's fine. I just want everything to be fine.
Just breathe.
Don't tell me to flipping breathe.
Wow. Dropping an F-bomb, you're losing it.
Don't tease me, Winston.
I would never. Just think you need to lighten up a bit is all.
This is a funeral.
Yeah?
So...
What? Do you want me to cry? Do you want me to get down on my knees and beg God, give us a safe back? Perhaps you love that. You wouldn't have to stand so close to him, would you? You could watch him at home, on television, upset, complaining to your friends, but never partake in any real activism or change. No desire to push the envelope.
Winston!
And what's worse, you're still afraid to push it. To say what this man truly is. You're scared. It's pathetic. Really, Nina, he's dead.
Okay, stop.
Just tell me you wanted him dead. Tell me you're happy.
Death is not a happy thing, Winston.
Not if you're a good person. But who's going to shed a tear? His wife? That poor girl. Imagine inviting her. Imagine having the bollocks to invite one of his victims like she's some sort of family member. It's sick, Nina, it's sick.
Why take the job, Winston?
To make money, Nina. Why do anything else?
Because, Winston, he's my uncle.
No, he isn't.
Yeah. He's my uncle.
No, he isn't.
Come to our family dinners, he put on shows for us, magic tricks. It was more than the controversy, it wasn't entirely a monster.
He fucking touched kids! How did I never? You never told me that.
How could I? So go on, say what you're going to say. Call me a monster. Call me a rape apologist.
Rape apologist? Who said that? What a term to just throw out there.
You didn't know him.
Neither did you.
I grew up with him.
Doesn't mean you knew him.
He wasn't
Don't
entirely...
you dare. Don't you dare say he wasn't all that bad.
You shouldn't be forgiven, I know that. Please, it's family.
Since when did family become the be-all and end-all? You're telling me that if your daughter murdered someone, you'd just be like, oh, shit happens. Tee-hee, let's have a cup of tea.
Please don't use my daughter as an example.
Why not? You say he's family, like it's an excuse. So, let's say it was your father in this coffin. And he'd been, I don't know, controversial. He touched people, not you, but others. And he'd made excuses. What, are you just telling me you stand there and say, he's my family?
Yes.
Nice to meet the real you, Nina.
Please, Winston. Just be professional, okay?
No. I'm going for a smoke.
Yeah, that's the answer. Go poison yourself. That's it.
You lied before then, right? When you said you'd not met him, just seen him on TV.
Maybe a little, like... I didn't want him to become like, this.
You're so scared of anything real.
No, I'm not.
Then why? Why didn't you just tell me he was a family member? I could just breathe through my nose and let you work for whatever feelings you were going through, but... You lied.
Here we are.
sorry.
You never noticed.
What?
How long have we known each other?
Oh, I've met your sister. Tony, his kids, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, anyone else, there's no point really.
Why's that?
My family aren't the most friendly, they kind of... Yeah, you know, why are we talking about this when we have a job to do?
Well, it's pretty much done. Funeral's set up. The chairs are out, the flowers arranged. What else is there?
You've calmed down a bit.
Well, because it's not really the occasion to be selfish, is it?
No.
And maybe, just maybe, you're right, I should just focus on the job.
But what he did was awful.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did. Debatable, I know. Look, we have people's word.
A powerful thing.
Yes. It's tough.
Yes.
Are you a bit hot right now? Because after all the shouting out, just a bit toasty.
You know, I've never seen you angry before.
See me displeased.
As you would say, gravely displeased.
Indeed, my friend, indeed.
Did he ever
What?
talk about
Did he ever sit his knees down and say, Nina, I'm a pedo?
it? Not those words exactly.
No.
Then, no hint at all?
Once when we were young, but when I was I noticed the way he looked at me in photos. He had this devilish look in his eyes. He was a big drinker, you see, so he'd look at you like you were the only person in the room, like the only thing that mattered. Somehow it just made you feel small. Hey, he never touched me though. He looked at me. And somehow I felt almost touched, like he was touching me with his eyes. Well, it was fear, you know, the things you said about him. The way you raised your voice, threw your arms around, it's a lot like the way he was, you know. If he told he was wrong about something by mum or by dad, he'd lose his mind. He called us such disgusting things. He called me a lot of things I didn't understand. I was 12. Say I didn't know. I didn't understand men. I didn't know men sometimes make mistakes. But I never accused him, though. He just carried this guilt. I guess a lot of guilt. And I wondered if it was something he ever spoke about with his wife or his son. Did he tell his wife he had this darkness in him? Or was he always such a good actor? And I felt stupid when I saw this job. When you insisted we take it, I felt stupid. Thought he won't like it. His withered, weary eyes will punish me if this funeral isn't perfect. Because you were so good at making me feel utterly ends, they didn't make me feel like they didn't mean a thing to me.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Hope it makes more sense now. 12-year-old and he's still trying to please him.
But you know what he did.
Of course, I know what he did when you fucking listen to me. How about that?
Sure.
Liar!
Oh, we need to light the rest of the candles before the guests arrive.
Can you hear me?
Maybe if we let him burn the place to the ground before the guests turn up.
You will be silent!
How was your day?
Fine. Everybody's on edge in the chamber, making his answer to the economy like they ain't grasping at straws. They do wrong, Winston.
The press junket was a disaster, darling. You can't show them you're rattled.
I know.
Did you shower today?
Oh, please.
I'm surprised you even left the house.
The fire may be reduced to a spark. As only embers we can become giants.
Wow, deep. So it's on a fucking pillow.
Is there a problem?
Yes! What are you doing talking about the accusations to the press? They'll twist it into knots and make it look far worse.
Do you believe them?
Is it true? Is it true, Monty?
They're all children, darling. They don't know what they're saying.
Is it true?
I am a politician. I can't go around confirming or denying every stray accusation, fielding every grenade. This country owes me a lot. I've worked hard for my position.
Is it true?
Since when do we all become so consumed with the truth? Society's intent on crushing the universal spirit. We're a high...
For God's sake! Just answer the bloody question! Did you touch that little girl? Just tell me. I'm losing my head. I can't eat. I can't sleep. And they keep asking me. So, just tell me. Is it true?
I love you and I love our son.
Is it true?
Stop asking.
Stop answering!
I can't remember the last time I slept. This world disgusts me. I didn't know I was going to become part of the great English disease.
What are you even saying?
You wanted me to answer.
Just tell me the truth and then I'll walk away.
The lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes come not from the Father, but from the world.
Take note. Know it quietly. They'll never believe you. There's no unity, no peace, no gold at the end of a rainbow for you to chew on. This hurricane society flourishes in knows only one end. All we do is watch and die and know its fate. When my heart stopped, I saw my father for one last time. And it was the time just before he passed. I have no idea why this came to me. He said to me, not to let myself be eroded by the crushing waves of cursed infamy. I detest you, Father. You are poison blended with bone. You let me build these walls around myself, and they never fell.
You must have seen the headlines, the discussion about you being fit for office, especially after so many people came forward. How does it feel to be under the spotlight?
I feel it is far too little too late. Men want to be heard. I'm sure you know that. We all sicken at the thought of divided attention. But all this conjecture about me and my personal life, unfounded and disgusting allegations as they are, all they do is shine a light on the real problem. All we do is talk.
And what would you suggest instead?
I would suggest silence.
How much longer till it starts?
Not been keeping track.
I don't believe you.
25 minutes.
Right.
Just wanted to sound more like a laid back.
Well, you don't need to explain yourself to me.
Been doing it all my life.
Well, I know you fairly well, so you don't need to.
How well do you know me?
Fairly, like I said.
Tell me something about myself then.
Like what?
Something a normal person wouldn't know.
Am I not a normal person to you?
Yeah, I wouldn't work with someone for this long and feel boring.
Well, I like to think I'm slightly interesting.
For sure. A little angry at times, but up.
I'm sorry. Although as far as I knew.
I know. I was there.
Are you slurring your words?
No.
You know, I've never seen you drink before.
That's because we are professionals.
Till now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Twice. I've heard you swear. Twice. I call that progress.
To us.
To us. Madame. Monsieur. Now how much longer?
Not sure.
Don't lie, we both know you kept track.
Winston, do you really think I'd be that anal?
I'm guessing 20 minutes?
22.
Also, I wouldn't say anal. Actually, I don't think anyone says anal anymore. You really need new lingo.
Yeah, well, Lucy isn't all that helpful. She's still waddling around like a drunk penguin. But one step at a time. No, one step at a time. One step at a time. We created our own language.
God, you guys are so young. I couldn't imagine having a kid right now.
Winston.
Sorry.
You should see her again sometime. She's becoming quite the character.
Tony, is he a good dad?
When he isn't working.
Ah.
But it's fine. Something's got to give.
And you're the something?
Yeah, I won't say that.
And Tony, does he ask you to give a lot?
Winston, he is my husband.
I know, what I mean is, does he ask you to give a lot?
Well, yeah, he's a hard worker, and what am I going to say? Spend more time with me. Like an infant. One in the house is enough.
Right.
But I'm not going to pretend I don't miss the intimacy from when it started.
Well, I suppose it fades for everyone.
But does it have to? Did it fade with you when, are you seeing anyone?
No, not right now. I was seeing a girl a few months back. She was an agriculturalist.
Ew.
And to be honest, the whole time we were together, I never learned what an agriculturalist actually does.
Agriculture, I'd assume.
Yes, but what is agriculture?
Well, obviously, it's,
Wow. Something Nina doesn't know.
No, don't tease me, Winston. It's, trees, right, and the ground.
Something.
And did it fade with you too?
It did. We had a communication problem.
Well, you communicate with me.
That's different.
Why is it different?
Because it just is. I mean, I know. I know what you do for a living. I know you put your coffee in the morning. I know you have for breakfast every day. I mean, I just know these things. I know.
Yeah, if the funeral stuff doesn't take off, you can become a PI or a stalker.
We just didn't know each other.
How long was you together?
About a year or so.
Wow, you didn't get to know her.
Well, you've got to want to share stuff with someone. There needs to be that vibe, you know, that feeling that there's a safety net where I can be myself. And with her, it was like going skydiving and not knowing whether you'd be given a parachute or a rucksack full of potatoes.
Oh, you love analogies.
And she had no idea.
What?
Anyway, that aside, you're happy. Who am I to question anything?
What fades to away.
What? You know, he speeds the tempo up a bit. He'll be playing Sweet Child of Mine.
That's not true.
But we'll never know.
What are we doing here?
What?
Like, it's so beautiful. Like, we did a good job.
We'll make good money. That's all the reason we need.
Okay.
Okay.
And what do you think?
I think it's perfect. I'll be furious how religious we've made it.
Yeah. When I saw the plans for the decor, I thought, it's a bit too old school for him.
Well, it wasn't exactly cutting edge neither.
You make some good points.
Are you happy?
No.
Drink?
Sure.
Next time we pick a job, let's pick a less intense one.
Yeah.
Agreed?
Yeah, maybe someone who worked for a charity. Baker or something.
A true bedrock of society.
Definitely.
And do you think you'll be in the funeral game forever?
Yeah, don't know. It's heavy. It's kind of fulfilling. I mean, you get to close the book on a great story. You get to design the finale of life, and it's bittersweet, but giving the family what they wanted, it makes it worthwhile.
Yeah.
It's just a shame.
What is?
He's a fucking nonce.
You've changed it, you.
So did you. Winston, this is a funeral.
You're right.
And we're drinking.
I know. Despicable.
And we're doing it for the kids.
For the kids. Sounds like guests.
Should we stay?
Don't think we really need to.
I'll reveal them later.
Well, we could go to the wake.
Yeah, don't think I could look Maude in the eye.
Ah, the dreaded eye contact.
Don't tease me, Winston.
Sorry.
Dick.
Whoa!
Sorry.
God, alcohol really changes you.
It really does. No, I hate your stupid face.
I'm sorry.
No, you shaved your stupid beard.
It wasn't attractive. It was itchy. It wasn't good.
Yeah, well, you're meant to consult your friends before making big life decisions.
I'm glad I shaved.
Good. Doesn't matter what I think.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. You came a long way today.
Huh?
You talked. I've never heard you. I've heard panicky Nina, always planning, worried and scared like a deer in headlights, but I've never heard regular Nina, who's just as broken and solitary as the rest of us.
Yeah, well, don't appreciate the word broken. Or the word solitary.
I didn't ask.
Oh, don't flirt with me.
I wasn't.
You get that twinkle in your eye.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Winston, I noticed.
No,
That
it's
I've
not.
always noticed. So anyone pull me aside.
No, you would.
So, listen, I don't like the way your buddy's looking at me.
Oh, no.
Has he indeed?
Well, that's so embarrassing. But feelings are feelings.
But you do have feelings.
But we have a job to
Don't
do.
run away from the question, Winnie.
Don't call me Winnie.
Oh, there it is. What do you tell me?
Right, I think you've had enough of that. What are you doing?
Kissing you.
Why?
I've run out of things to say.
Well, give me a change after a drink.
Winston, this is apple juice.
No, that's pure whiskey.
But it tastes like apple juice.
You've definitely had enough now. No.
What on earth?
Ah! Wait, I'm sorry. We'll get this.
My husband would be disappointed in you both. He was a good man. Look, we'll get it cleaned up. It's just an accident. You best have. The caterers will be here any minute, and this place stinks. You call yourselves funeral directors. We're more like designers. Don't you dare correct me, you stupid bitch.
It was just an accident. Look. I'll get this place cleaned up. Just give us 2 minutes.
He deserves better. You should know, Nina. You knew him. Yeah, I did. Get this place sorted in 5. I really don't have time for your incompetence.
Think we can go?
I think we can as well. Oh.
And to think we went for the expensive flowers.
Let's go.
Are you going to tell Tony about... Let's go.
Oh, great. Right, on schedule.
Are you happy? Wherever you are? Do you wonder what they'll say when they stand at the podium? Positive? Negative? Do you remember the way our son would look at you after it all came out? You would sit in your room for hours, wouldn't let anyone in, watching your sports channels, drinking yourself away. People didn't know you. They knew the accusations. They'd know the rumours first, and they'd meet you and crowd you with questions. You were a selfish pig, Montgomery. You were a bastard. Always filthy. You showered for your press conferences, though. But you'd always be on the retreat with your big talks about your career. Like if anyone saw you making waves in politics, we just wanted to see how long it would take for you to top yourself. I knew I would have, if it had been me, if I'd been accused of touching children. Do you know how it felt being your wife? People would terrorise me. The headmaster would tell me I couldn't teach the kids anymore, as if I was this horrible monster who just let you do these things. I wasn't even sure myself. You were gone for so long, hours on end in your stupid room. I'd go in there sometimes when you weren't there. But you knew that, didn't you? You knew that. You were a ghost. Dust, retreating into yourself with eagerness. You didn't even need to kill yourself. I remember when we first met. You were so confident, so kind. You bought me a drink. You sang. You got me to sing. I still don't know how you did that. You had a gift. Some stupid twinkle in your eye gave me the good grace to forget who I was for a moment. And you were glorious. But sick, twisted, disgusting by the end of it. Just unrecognizable. People's words became you, Monty. And I'll never forgive you for that. So when they asked me for my eulogy, I want you to hear this first. Because obviously I'm not going to say half of this shit in front of them! They'll go back to the little tabloids and their social groups and talk about the woman who let it happen! And they'll say I should blame myself, you know, I didn't see it, I didn't know, of course I did. I knew. But I didn't want to know. I didn't want to exist.
Thank you.